Hypothetical question, which I love to do, as I am wont to do. Imagine that 9/11 happened today. God forbid. Versus 22 years ago, Monday. And imagine that today, Americans were posed with the same information and the same data that we had then. Remember, as you recall, many Americans enlisted and joined the military in order to fight back at those who were responsible for that dastardly event. Many people volunteered to give up careers. Pat Tillman, we heard stories of bravery. Pat Tillman, and well, we can talk about that. Jessica Lynch, which, well, we can talk about that too. But in any event, there were a lot of people who said my father answered his country's call, my grandfather, my uncles. I fought back. And of course, he went to Afghanistan and Iraq, which had nothing to do with 9/11. We know that. Everybody knows that. But still, it was in their heart. They had this sense of being a part of this. Okay, my question is simply this. What would happen today? Would you see this? I say no. There's no sense of, I mean, granted, there are a lot of good people, but for the most part, not like there was. America doesn't even think about America anymore. There's patriotism is nothing but gone after this administration or whatever this thing is called. There's no sense of patriotism or responding to the call of duty. Not at all. Now the next question is this. Let me ask you this question. Little twist here. Let's assume somebody went to the military, somewhat like a Rachel Levine, okay? The admiral or whatever, Rachel Levine, who, as you know who she is. And Rachel Levine, who might have been born one thing, but today is a trans woman or whatever the particular nomenclature is. But work with me on this. You are a Navy or a military recruiter or somebody in charge of dispensing combat availability to applicants and the like. Rachel Levine comes up. She's, let's say, 30 years younger, obviously, and is absolutely, positively, 100% able and capable of serving in the military. Assume this, okay? Good. Now, next. Assuming arguendo, for the sake of argument, as opposed to innuendo, which is an Italian suppository, but I digress. But assuming arguendo, she comes and says, I want to be a Navy or an Air Force pilot. And the recruiter or the person says, well, you know that women are not able to do so by virtue of the law. Oh, no problem. You're in. Would Rachel Levine say, whoa, what was that? What do you mean, was that? Wait, you said women were not allowed, and then you looked at me, and then you said, oh, that's okay. Well, you were born male. What is it? What difference does that make? What difference does that make? Again, this is a hypothetical question. Well, it makes difference because of the fact that you're born a man. Yeah, but I'm a trans. Well, whatever. But still, you were born a man. So under this, you're able to go. Wait a minute. I'm a woman. What? I'm a woman. I'm a trans woman. In my mind, okay, fine. That may be, but for purposes of this, call it cisgendered, call it whatever you want. No. So would Rachel Levine theoretically say, no, I object to this. I want you to deny me that which I am asking to do, because I am theoretically incapable and ineligible to do this, because you have a rule against women serving in combat. I'm a transgender, transitional, whatever woman. And what I was born as is irrelevant. Whereupon the recruiter would say, what are you talking about? Think about this. I was watching a debate 30 years ago on firing line. They were talking about whether women should apply or should be allowed to serve in combat. And William F. Buckley was there, and Ira Glasser, and the usual suspects. And what they were arguing would absolutely have no basis of relevance today. In fact, if I could go back and bring them to today and say, listen to what's going on, listen to this, listen to listen to this, they would say, what are you talking about? This is a man. No, it's not. It's a trans. But it doesn't matter what you call him. He's a man. No, it's not. What do you mean? No, it's not. No, it's an LGBTQI2SRL spirit, whatever. Wait a minute. Is that gender? No, it's preference, but it doesn't really matter because we've transmogrified everything. So going back to question number one, would Americans run in droves en masse to serve the country? No. Number two, what would you do regarding this kind of rather hoary and archaic notion of people seeking combat status who were born a male but have since transitioned as female? Would they still require this status that would make them ineligible for that which they are clearly eligible to perform? Think about this. Is this illogical to you? Yes. Does it make you say, huh? Yes. And that's the beauty of it. Join us on YouTube at Lionel Nation if you like stuff like this, and comment as you see fit.